It is Sunday, April 19th. A little update about my weekend after the couple days of liquidating. Spent Saturday in the city of Hostomel working on a little old lady's house that was destroyed back in early 2022 under the Russian occupation of the city. Since then, the organization, since I think late 22, the organization Brave to Rebuild has been slowly working on building her a new house. You know, it takes a lot of time to fundraise for materials and stuff like that. So, one of the nice things is right now she has what we would call a tiny home back in the States. There's a little placard on it actually donated by an American family slash organization. I'm not entirely sure, but there's a nice little placard on there kind of commemorating that. That's where she's currently living. Most of the group spent their day in the first floor plastering walls and kind of slowly getting it there. I, however, spent my day in the basement with another volunteer named Jonathan, who I've worked with quite a bit here lately. And I was jackhammering channels in the brick walls to run electrical lines and stuff like that, and kind of helping him with that stuff. All in all, it was a really good day. The Hostomel still kind of a wreck, honestly. A lot of the remnants of the conflict still remains. Right across the street from the house is what used to be a shopping mall, which is now just a steel framework with nothing left. Today I spent my day kind of getting ready since we are hitting the road and going down to the Dnipro area tomorrow morning. Also today met my Ukrainian teacher and delivered some medical supplies that I had gotten a friend of hers who is a medic in training and currently living in Lviv, but she will be headed to the front here in a couple months. So I delivered all that stuff to her. She took me on a little tour of Krishchetik Street and got to see some more stuff around there. It was actually really nice hanging out with her and having a bit of a tour guide around the neighborhood, and she showed me a lot of really neat stuff and stuff I probably wouldn't have found otherwise. We talked a lot about the conflict and the war and how it's affected her life and stuff like that, and yeah, it was a really good conversation, and yeah, I enjoyed spending my time with her. It was probably about 3 hours or so. Really nice person. And then I was invited to a going away party for Jonathan, the guy I mentioned earlier. He's heading back home to Holland after 8 months in Ukraine volunteering. Sounds like, understandably so, he's going to have to go home for a little longer than he would like to, but, you know, the guy's got to figure out how to pay the bills and whatnot, right? So that guy has kind of been... Jonathan and his friend Johannes, they have a website that they set up for directing and helping guide newer volunteers, and I'm very glad that I met those guys because they were extremely helpful in helping me get my bearings and figure it all out. They have been absolutely fantastic. So went to the after party there. I myself kind of had to say goodbye to these other people because, as I said, tomorrow I'll be headed to Dnipro. I'll be down there for about a week. So a lot of these people that I've been around volunteering with, I won't really see them again. That'll just be a group of about 10 of us, most of which I've met and worked with these guys. We'll be living in a dormitory of some kind. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work out. But yeah, we'll be working on... demolition of a destroyed section of an orphanage, from what I understand, and getting it ready to start rebuilding. The project itself is like 2 weeks, but they're cool with me only going for the first week, and I think they're setting me up with a train ticket to come back to Kyiv a week from today. So should be a good time, and it should be an interesting time. Not sure if I'll be able to do many more YouTube updates. We'll just kind of have to see how that works. It could be about a week till I do my next YouTube update. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I have actually kind of got to get my stuff together, and I got to be out the door fairly early. It's about a 6-hour drive, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.